Over the past few days, the cryptocurrency market has crashed, with Bitcoin dropping as much as 25%. And now we have individuals screaming from the rooftops that the bear market has started. So in this video, I'll be explaining my rationale on why I believe that the bull market is not yet over and why I think we're going to have a very bullish end to 2021 heading into 2022. It's very important to understand that crypto is a newer asset class. So for that reason, it's highly volatile and very unpredictable. So these market swings do happen. They've happened every single year since Bitcoin started in 2009. So in this video, I'll be explaining why I think that the bull market is not yet over. If that does interest you, be sure to stick with me until the very end of this video. And without further ado, let's get right into it and let the gains be with you. Welcome to Crypto Empire. My name is Connor, and this is where we dominate the crypto markets. If you are new to Crypto Empire, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Now let's take a look at the market cap so we can assess the damage, because the past 3 days have been quite red, if I do say so myself. So Bitcoin currently trading at $42,100. We have a total market cap of 1.9 trillion. And ETH trading at 2,800, Cardano sitting at about $2, BNB 350, XRP 90 cents. So prices are down from where they were a week ago. And depending on how you do look at things, what your strategy is very important. I will say right now that I am not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. But with that being said, depending on your strategy, this may serve as a very good moment in time to dollar cost average to build your position in the market. Obviously, that depends on you and how you do want to go about things. But with that being said, I am DCAing into the market myself at this moment in time. So let's talk about why I think that the bull market is not yet over. The first reason that I do believe that the bull market isn't over, especially for Bitcoin, is the Taproot upgrade that is set to occur in November of 2021. So the Taproot upgrade, I did do a full video. This video can be found on the Crypto Lifestyle channel. I will put a link to it right up here so that you can watch this full detailed video of exactly what the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade does actually entail. But basically, it's going to greatly upgrade the security of the Bitcoin protocol, the Bitcoin network, and it's going to enable smart contract functionality on Bitcoin. So this is a huge release. It was already voted to pass by all of the BTC miners, and it will be released in November of 2021. This is a hard fork on the Bitcoin network. This is monumental. So definitely watch this video to learn what the Taproot upgrade is. And it's a very bullish narrative for Bitcoin going forward. Now, let's move on and let's take a look at the fear and greed index for the crypto markets. So currently we are at a 21, and this is extreme fear. So as the age-old saying does go, be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. And right now there is extreme fear in the markets, and there are a lot of people out there panic selling, hence the extreme fear. If you've been in this market for a while, you understand at this moment in time, if this isn't your first huge 25% correction, which by the way isn't even that large, yes, it's pretty significant, 25%. We can look at the chart, right? We can see from 53K up here down to the low we made at 39,600. It's 25%. So if you're brand new to crypto, I can understand why you're panic selling right now, because that's the way the human brain works. You see everything turning red and you want to cut your losses and get out and forget you ever made the decision to buy in the first place. But let me tell you right now, from personal anecdotal experience, that is not the way to succeed in cryptocurrency. The way to succeed in cryptocurrency is to basically continue adding into the market, and these times of extreme fear serve as the best buying opportunities historically speaking. Think about what happened in March 2020. The equities markets crashed huge. The crypto market, Bitcoin crashed down to $3,800. That was the best moment to buy, and I did buy it on that day, right? So these times when everything seems like the sky is falling down, this is typically the best time to go ahead and build your position in the market and not panic sell. Obviously, that's not financial advice. Do your own strategy. You need to have your own personal plan. You can't listen to me. You can't listen to any other talking head on YouTube. It needs to come from you and your own conviction in your own mind, because that's the only way you're going to be able to stick with the investment, of course. But nonetheless, we're seeing extreme fear right now. Again, be greedy when others are fearful. We see fear. Do what you want with this information, but hey, you already know what I'm doing. I'm continuing to dollar cost average. So moving on, let's take a look at another reason of why I am bullish and why I don't think that the bull market is over. So CNBC's Jim Cramer is urging investors to take some crypto profits. So he's telling people to take crypto profits when the market is down bad. This is usually what happens with mainstream news articles when it comes to finance and investing. Like Jim Cramer, he's the guy to counter trade, really. When he talks about something, you should typically do the opposite. With that being said, now is not necessarily the moment to be selling. You want to sell on the parabolic moves up when there's extreme hysteria and everybody's thinking they're going to be rich and retired. Those are the times to take your profits, right? When we were at 53K up here and everybody's altcoin portfolios were making new all-time highs, that was the time to take profit. Now is the time to add, not financial advice. With that being said, let's talk about this article for a second. The Evergrande event, basically this is China's second largest real estate firm, and they are going to get liquidated. They're out of money. They owe $300 billion and they have $15 billion available. So they're short about $285 billion. And either what happens here is the Chinese central banks bail them out, and that burden would, of course, get passed down to the taxpayers, right? The people at the bottom always feel that pain. Or they're going to let the Evergrande real estate trust firm go out of business, where they default on all their loans, and that's basically going to crash the entire global financial economy if that does happen. So they're probably going to get bailed out, and the burden will get passed down to the taxpayers, which means more quantitative easing. They print more money, which means the markets keep going up, especially the stock equities markets. And if we look at the stock market right now as well, if we look at the ES, which is the S&P 500 futures contract on the daily, we did break this long-term trend line all the way from March 2020. We broke this to the downside, and right now at this moment in time, like I said, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is a newer asset class, so it is highly correlated to the American equity stock market. So this broke a huge trend line to the downside. Crypto also took a dip to the downside, mainly because of this Evergrande news that they're going to basically default, they're bankrupt, and they need to be bailed out by the banks. So we'll see how this does actually develop, but nonetheless, Jim Cramer telling people to sell. Depends where you get your advice from. If you like him, hey, you can listen to him, but not the guy I personally want to listen to when it comes to investing. So moving on. Plan B, talking about how in June he did sketch the path of the stock to flow model, and it's going to hit 100K in December according to his prediction model, and he's just confirming that we are still on the path to hit $100,000 by December. So Plan B, if you don't already know, he's the guy who created the Bitcoin stock to flow model. It has been the most predictable price analysis tool since Bitcoin's inception, and he's saying that we are on track to hit $100,000 by December, which again is another huge reason on why I think that this bull market is not over. I think this is a temporary correction in the market, a 25% correction. It does happen. So Plan B saying we're going to hit 100K by December. That aligns with my prediction as well. So when we have that confluence, that is always a very good sign. Now, moving on, another reason why I'm bullish. So Kevin O'Leary, Shark Tank star, he's predicting that we will have a Bitcoin ETF in Q4 at the end of the year in 2021. And he's basically saying this is going to lead to trillions of dollars of inflow into Bitcoin, because once a ETF is approved, that basically means that all of the big Wall Street firms, institutions, and banks can now safely invest in Bitcoin because it will be regulated through the ETF. So he's predicting that when the ETF does pass, trillions of dollars are going to flow into Bitcoin. That's obviously going to pump everything, right? If we see trillions of dollars of inflow into Bitcoin, that will have a carryover effect into the rest of the market as well. So hard not to be bullish, especially with news like this. And we all know a Bitcoin ETF is eventually going to pass in the US. It's been put off for far too long. So this would be amazing news if it does actually happen in quarter four. We will see how this story does actually develop. But nonetheless, it's another reason on why I do believe that the bull market is not over. The bear market has not started, in my opinion. So I'm really excited to see if we do actually pass an ETF in the US in quarter four. And that would really just end the bears if we see trillions of dollars of inflow from Wall Street firms, institutions, banks into crypto. I would love to see the bears' reaction to that one. Now, let's take a look. One last indicator of another reason why I'm still bullish right now is the on-chain analysis, a very basic form of on-chain analysis, the exchange flows. So this first chart right here, the BTC All Exchanges Reserves, we can see that this purple line is the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges. The black line is the price. So at the end of August, we had 2,460,000 Bitcoin on exchanges approximately. And at this moment in time, we have 2,382,000 Bitcoin on exchanges. So there's about 80,000 less Bitcoin on exchanges than about 3 weeks ago. So 80,000 Bitcoin is a very significant amount of Bitcoin, and that has been removed from exchanges over the past 3 weeks. We can see the purple line is going up slightly today, and that's most likely because people are panic selling. They're putting their Bitcoin on exchanges to liquidate it. That's perfectly fine, but we can see there are still way more buyers and hodlers than there are sellers at this moment in time. The exchange inflows and outflows is clearly people taking their Bitcoin off of exchanges to put into cold storage. So on-chain data telling us basically that people aren't preparing for a bear market right now. If people were preparing for a bear market, you would see this purple line spike up, a bunch of people, a bunch of whales putting all their Bitcoin on exchanges, getting ready to cash out back into cash, stablecoin, to then go ahead and use that for other purposes, wait for the price to crash to get back in lower. Right now, we're not seeing that. We're continuing to see a downtrend on the exchange outflows. So hard for me to think we're entering into a bear market with all of these metrics. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the price chart and see exactly what's happening right now. So we're looking on the daily, and we did just crash down to 39,500 on the Binance exchange. And you can see my two yellow lines down here. My first yellow line is on this support level. So this is a pullback that we had from the run up to 53K from 28,000. We had this pullback and the candle body is closed exactly at 38,100. So this is my first support line where if we do have another pull downwards, another move downwards, this is the first level I'm looking at for a possible reversal. And then after that, we do have a level at 36,500. We can see these candle wicks in the area. This is about the mid-range of the bear market consolidation we had in the summertime a few months ago. The mid-range is over here at about 36,600. So that's my next support level I have on the chart. We may not hit those. We may have a reversal right now. Basically, what I am looking for is a reversal signal on volume and with a technical candlestick pattern. I'm looking for a double bottom and inverse head and shoulders, something that will indicate that we are reversing the trend. A trend reversal signal is basically confirmation that we're going to start trending upwards again. So right now, if you do buy in right now, depending on your strategy, as a dollar cost averager, yeah, it's a great time to go ahead and enter into the market, not financial advice. But you're essentially still trying to catch a falling knife. We don't have a clear reversal signal yet at this moment in time. So we definitely could drop lower. We're seeing altcoins, right? Polkadot, we got the parachain auctions coming up soon, DOT at 27.72. So yeah, we're going to see if everything does continue actually dropping. Basically, all we have to do right now is wait for a clear reversal signal in the markets. I will definitely update you. Definitely join my free Telegram group. There is a link down in the description below to go ahead and join my free Telegram group. I will update you when we do have that clear reversal signal and we start to trend again. And in terms of trading altcoins at this moment in time, I'm not looking to take any trades. I'm a trend swing trader. So how I do go about things is I am going to wait for, again, that clear reversal signal on volume and with a bullish reversal pattern, and then I'm going to start trading with the trend again. That is how I do things. This is what I teach inside of my premium Discord group, and I'm going to continue doing that strategy because it's worked very well for me, and it will continue working very well going forward throughout this bull market. So this is why I do believe that the cryptocurrency bear market has not yet started. I do think we're going to have a very bullish end to 2021 leading into Q4. And then going into 2022, that's when I see the bear market possibly starting. I see the bull phase ending sometime in 2022 and then us entering into a bear market in 2022. So despite Bitcoin crashing 25% from $53,000 all the way down to $39,500, I still remain bullish, and this video showed you my analysis on why I am still bullish. I think that the bear market has not yet started, and I think we're going to have a very strong finish in Q4 at the end of 2021 leading into 2022. And like I said in this video, I do believe that the bear market will most likely start sometime in 2022, but I don't think it's time to start saying bear market just yet. So I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you let me know by hitting that like button down below and also leaving a comment. And if you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.